Come on, we're not acting here. You are. You are the talent. We're all behind the camera.
Calling me the talent is really, that's a stretch. Since I have none.
All eyes are on you.
Oh, are we going now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, okay. Hey, Legaia Reborn. Cool, we're back. Last was session 23.
Uh-oh.
My name is Saru. Raw Saru. What's 23 a scary number? It's prime.
No, you're. Is that me or is the feed kind of?
My turn, Roboti.
I think you're fine.
Okay, that might have been our internet then, because you got really smooth but slow and then fast.
I am nothing but smooth.
Okay.
The mist rolls into the Warrens, followed by Lex Talionis and several Saru and Saru monsters. He demands that the party give up their raw Saru, and the party declines. A battle ensues, with waves of Saru and Saru monsters piling into the fray. On the red shirt side, Hilda Duskwhisker, Aramanius, and Milo Quickpaw also join the back ranks. With blows being exchanged on both sides, Hilda is threatened by a Saru, seemingly directly commanded by Lex. However, Trunks takes it down before it can assimilate her. With a brand new wave of Saru monsters incoming, a strange, hardly perceptible, iridescent green wave of energy quickly surges down the roots of the Genesis tree, running along the roof of the Warren. And we are back into the battle. Top of the round.
Woo!
All right, let's see. Okay. Why would you open it there? Sorry, having problems. Okay. This. Thank you.
A record scratch.
Let's do. We're going combat intense. This bat-like Saru is going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put him right there.
Oh.
And he is going to try to bite one of you. Let's see, one of you three. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, who's won?
That would
I think
be
it's you.
Trunks.
I was gonna say I don't feel like a 1.
24 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I don't think I had my shield raised. Did I?
Let's see. I don't have it written down that you do.
Okay. It must have been the turn before, I think. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter anyways, sir. I don't know why I even asked.
We can see
8 damage?
rolls, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? What was that, Rispert?
Oh, we can see your rolls, by the way.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And okay, and that is it for him. Who's it now? Loot. Loot, it is your turn.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Luke is going to just cast ignition on the one next to Trunk.
Okay, go for it. Ooh, yeah, that hits. 8 damage. Nice solid hit. Um, you still have one more action.
I'm going to aid Thresh.
Gotcha. Okay, excellent. Thresh, it is your turn.
Alright. I think of the mustard. I'm just gonna point blank, like, fire at this dude.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so you point blank pull out arrow and shoot it right center mass, and it hits, and you see it kind of like spark with electrical like impulses, and poofs out a little bit of like fire out of the like hole around the arrow, and it goes down.
Alright. I'm gonna attack this flying thing.
Okay,
I don't know the name of.
of course.
Ooh.
Yes, that is going to be a miss. As your arrow goes wide, you got one more action.
I'm just gonna move over here.
All right. Sounds good. Loot, just whenever somebody does something, you can call out that you want to aid them. It didn't have to be Thresh, but yeah.
Okay.
Kuduka, it is your turn. Okay. Ooh. You feel
Ooh.
really stealthy. Was it the one that just died that was next to her? Yeah.
You can shoot the corpse.
With a +1.
There is one kind of sitting here in your back ranks.
Guidance or something like that from.
Okay.
Oh,
Hilda?
yeah, our backup.
There is one that kind of just... No, there's two of them. Two more that are in here. Yeah. The one closest to you. Go for it. Okay. So with guidance and being hidden, that is actually a hit. 10 damage. It looks pretty structurally damaged as it's starting to get a little janky, kind of flying lopsided. All right. Gotcha. Okay, it is Lex's turn.
I really wish I remember who I gave those 2 Oceans Balm to.
I was one of them.
You were one of them, okay. Does anybody else remember getting heals?
I got a lot of healing. I don't know if I got Ocean's bombed or not, though.
Somebody got a 12.
So I almost got
somebody else got a
one
9.
shot by a crit.
You might have gotten a heal then. So it might have been you and Bree.
I know Thresh did like a crit heal on me too.
Ah.
It's possible I got Ocean Bomb earlier too, so. For some reason, Trunks takes a lot of damage.
Lex charges over here
Oh.
and is going to try to do. he's gonna do a. Let's see. I'm just gonna roll a dice first. Does a 19 hit?
No, don't look at my character sheet. Are you talking about Resprit?
Yeah, Resprit.
Yeah. I got 19 HP.
It actually doesn't. He rolled a 1.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Which is actually the end of his turn then, because he was doing a 2-action ability.
I'm
So-
sorry. That's crazy. A 1 turned into a 9.
Yeah,
What a monster.
he's juiced up, man.
Wait, so how did... So the roll ended up being a 19 with like modifiers, but it was a 1 so it failed anyway?
Yes, because
Could've
that would
plus
be
18.
a 19 would be a success, but because it was a nat 1, it that decreases the category to failure. Which
Gotcha.
for an attack is nothing.
Holy crap. Well, I guess it sucks
as
to
he-
suck.
He charges in, looking. He charges in just as like Kaduka's blast from his arquebus goes off, and he, it kind of like shocks Lex, who kind of like spins back toward behind this pillar, not wanting to get blasted by that thing, but ends up whiffing on his attack big time. I need Trunks, Thresh, and Loot
Ah, what?
to make a reflex save.
Oh, that's my best save.
Nice.
Thresh, you completely avoid this acid barf ball that this lizard-like Saru monster launches in your direction.
Nice.
What about loot?
Loot, you will take half damage because you were successful. Trunks is gonna take full damage.
Man, Trucks he takes a lot of damage for some reason.
I can take it.
So Trunks you take 7. Loot you take 3.
Nice. So easy.
Thresh is really good at dodging barf.
Risprit, Loot, and Bree.
I work at a hospital most of the time.
There you go. Risprit, Loot, and Bree, please make me reflex saves.
What?
Oh,
You got caught in the crossfire.
oh no. We all have just one hero point now.
That is true.
I'm gonna hero point that
Okay.
and probably make it even worse. Never mind.
Yeah, 29's good. Okay. Bree and Risprit, you take 4 damage from the acid, and Loot, you're gonna take 8.
What is the shattering gem? I have in my notes that I've got the shattering gem on me.
Yeah, you do.
I think that's. I'm scrolling up. Still scrolling.
You want me to?
Isn't that Ellie's like AC bonus or
There it
something like
is.
that?
So each time a creature tries to strike the target, so they're trying to hit you physically, they'll make a DC 11 flat check.
But since this is an AoE, it doesn't count.
Correct.
Okay.
That is not a strike.
So they're just trying to like smack someone while there's a crystal flying erratically around their head and like distracting them.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Makes noises while it's floating around.
Is it just
I love
Luke's
it.
voice making noises, like trying to sound intimidating, like but coming from the crystal? Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Aramanius is gonna go. He's going to. Yeah. Risprit. He's going to throw a heal your way.
Whoa.
24 health, Risprit.
Holy crap. Okay.
And then he's going to who's he gonna guidance? He's gonna guidance you, Risprit.
Oh! Bless his adorable little head.
He says, good luck.
Thank you, we're gonna need it.
Hilda's gonna move her skeletons. Skeleton hand swarm that's coming out of the ground to go over there. They're gonna roll some hit points. And yes, okay. All right. Yeah, they start grabbing at the lizard folk. Can't seem to get a grasp on the ghostly looking one. It looks like that. Hilda's also going to move back a bit. She's going to kind of get back toward this rock here. As Lex, his little gem kind of lights up, and you see the eyes of the flying Saru that is next to all of you light up and then turn back toward the folks in the back that don't have a raw Saru.
Mm.
And it is Risprit's turn.
The hell you will! Let's see. Okay. So everything has changed while I was planning. Since I was planning my turn.
That happens.
Yeah. Like trying to plan it out so I'm like prepared for when it happens, but then everything has shifted, so I'm like, okay, well I can't do that now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a. Okay, what do I need to do for this to work? This is. So do the maneuvers work the same way in this as they do in 5e, where you have like maneuver points or whatever, or like tokens that you spend, or is it just like a different type of move?
What are you talking about specifically?
Like combat grab, it's a maneuver.
That would just be an action.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
you actually have the feat combat grab?
Yeah, because you gave me the fighter
I
thing.
I think that is just one action, right?
It does, because it doesn't say anything about like, oh, use a thing, and then it happens. Because like, yeah.
Most martial things don't have like resources that you have to spend. Most
Yeah.
martial things you
Okay.
can just do.
I just want to make sure because like I wasn't sure if it was like Battle Master where you have like a limited amount of like the tokens you can spend to.
Yeah,
do a
combat
maneuver.
grab is one action.
Okay.
And yeah, so it is a press. It has the press tag, so you've got to have a multi-attack penalty when you're doing it.
Oh, interesting. Oh, fighter press. Because I have to do a prior attack. I have to land a prior attack, and then I have to make a melee strike to activate it.
Doesn't have to land.
That's correct.
Yeah, you
Oh.
just have to attempt to hit or strike.
Oh, right.
first.
Okay. So it's the melee strike that has to hit, but not the prior attack.
Correct.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and... Did we already do, like, a weakness of these things last time? I don't remember if that
I don't
came
think
up.
so.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do a melee... water blast. This one will
Okay.
be... Let's see, I can choose between... bludgeoning or cold. I'll do... cold.
Against someone behind you?
Yes.
Okay, that actually destroys it.
Oh, okay, that works.
What does it look like when you do your cold blast?
Basically they're doing a thing to try to like knock it off balance to grab it, so they're just doing like a straight palm strike with the blast to the center of it.
Yeah, so the some kind of liquid inside the Saru, as you palm blast it, rapidly freezes and tries to expand and ends up like breaking it in half as it falls to the ground.
Crispin just kind of looks at their palm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, and Lex gives you like a dirty look, like just kind of like, yeah, that wasn't all that impressive.
Risper just shrugs.
You're all on the wrong side of things.
Says who?
Says me and the boss.
Well, your boss doesn't exist until you tell us who he is.
You've got 2 more actions.
I do. Ooh. Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Decisions.
Oh man, it's just sorry, this is painful how close it is. Okay, yeah, it's not that. Don't mind that. I clicked the wrong one. This one.
Risper fries away.
Ah! I already did the thing where I shot across the floor.
Yeah, I was actually thinking you were gonna have to do it again. He was trying to knock you over.
Fly into the ceiling.
All right, what's your DC?
Oh, that's right. It's the
Top left to the front of your sheet.
class DC. That is 20.
20, great. Which ones are you hitting? You're
I am
hitting
going
those
with
3?
this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a failure and a failure and a success. So that's going to be 5, 5, and 10 damage.
Oh. Nice.
Although, hold on. Although the fire does seem to have a mildly, it has a little bit of a less of effect on this thing than you would think.
Oh, on which one of these?
On the ghosty one.
Oh, that guy. That guy right there.
It almost partially just passes through him. And he goes,
Stop that!
I don't have a choice. It's Trunks' turn.
Nice. I'm going to intimidate Lex. Because I don't think I've done
Okay.
that.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Or demoralize. 27.
Okay. Let's see, where does it have? Alright, 27 is a success.
Nice.
So I've been doing some reading. And
Okay.
I don't know. So what I'm getting is that conditions, like if you inflict a condition on something, it isn't like additive. So if you like if you give somebody frighten 1 and somebody else gives them frighten 1, they just still have frighten 1. You
Yeah.
actually have to hit frighten 2 to increase it. Alright, so that's you.
That's how
Yeah.
I was under the impression of it as well.
That's not how the person that GM'd for me did it, and I picked
really?
up that habit, and it wasn't until very recently that I learned that was wrong. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, he is.
All right.
He looks a little bit. He kind of takes one of those like half steps back with a foot while trying to like do his best to look, tough.
And then I'm gonna stride, and I'm just gonna risk it. 5, 10. Sorry, Thresh. I'm gonna be out of your range. I'm gonna assume he wants to attack me because I think he still.
No,
has
my
his-
human shield.
Yeah, he's gonna make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Okay, that's going to hit.
All right. For 22 damage. Yeah, I added that up right. 22 damage. He rolled pretty high.
Oof. This is fine. This is. Okay. Which one's against fortitude? I don't want to attack his reflex. Grapple. I'm gonna
Okay.
grapple him.
All right, go for it.
12 plus 9, 21. It's against his DC.
It is going to be a failure.
Okay, I think I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Okay, it's not good enough. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
But not a crit fail, so that's good.
That was a fail with the frighten, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is all 3.
Pretty close. All right. Milo's going to take a shot at one of these Saru. And nix it. And he does like a little fist pump afterwards. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I closed out my turn order. Oops. Bree.
All right, Bree is gonna move up here. So me and Trunks are,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Blanket.
flanking. Forgot the word. And then I'm going to attempt to hit him.
Okay. With flank and fear, that is a hit.
Oh, yes! Flanking was the right choice.
You've got overdrive on, right?
I do.
Was it?
It was a critical, so I have +4.
Wow. 19 damage. Yeah, you smash run up behind him. He turns to try to block, and you just go the opposite direction that you think, or that he thought you were going with it, and you smash him right center mass, right in the like hardened, like Saru, like crystalline structure that's on his chest. Knocks the wind out of him. You see his eyes like get real wide for a second. As all the like the gears and like you hear like a little bit of a like as you're swing that hammer with your armor assisted swing.
I'm going to attempt to hit him again.
Okay, so no ray shield.
Oh, no, I am going to raise my shield. You're right. Raise
Okay,
shield.
sounds good. All right, where is that one? Oh, he's all the way down there. Who's he gonna go after? Let's see. Let's roll a dice. Sometimes I like to let the dice make the decision for me. He's you know what? All he's gonna be able to do this turn is run up. And he's just coming at you, Thresh. It's just like like claws as he's like slithering like towards you. Claws very like comically up in the air, like slashing away.
Gross.
This flying one in the middle of the hands that doesn't seem to be bothered by the hands all that much. Its eyes light up. Lex's like little crystal lights up, and it is going to cast a heal on Lex.
All right.
That's a JO crystal, isn't it?
And then it's going to fly this direction. Just swoops past all of you.
I can't do it.
All the three in the back gasp. And a couple more like waves of green energy sail past on the roots of the Genesis tree. Loot, it is your turn.
I'm going to move over here and then bite this guy.
Okay. Bite him. Ooh, a 21. That hits for 15? Holy crap, you going for the jugular?
Yes.
Yeah, you tear into this thing. You see Loot's kind of, smallish, rat folk form, like, jump upwards and at this lizard folk just start ripping into him with these incisors.
It's gonna bite.
I think she's raised by wolves.
Oh.
You don't know.
What else you got, Loot?
If you've ever been bit by a rat, too, you know that's not fun.
I know someone has.
I'll bite
a couple people actually. I got bit, but not that bad. But yeah.
26 total damage to this thing.
Jeez.
It's barely holding on. It was just fine just a second ago, and you have torn a big chunk out of it. It's just leaking like acid. You actually kind of, like with your nose all up in this thing as you're ripping into it, you feel that you smell that acid coming at you, and you kind of leap off of it before it gets you. But now it's just puking acid out the side of its neck. All right, Thresh, it is your turn.
I can't see Trunks' health bar at all. Oh wait, no,
Uh,
never mind. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the wrong token. Um, can I heal Trunks? Has it been long enough? Can't remember if
Trunks is still immune to battle medicine for
Oh,
an
shit.
hour.
Yeah.
What about loot?
Loot's good.
Okay. I'm gonna do battle medicine on loot.
All right, DC 20.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Hell yeah! That's a 2d8 plus 15.
Hell yeah. 9 plus 15 loot.
24 to loot. Heck yeah.
Oh. Yay! I'm full health.
But I still
All
get
right. And you
2 more.
got 2 more actions.
Cool. I'm gonna point blank shoot this guy in the face.
Sounds good. Okay.
Oh, that's a short sword. I'm dumb.
Oh.
But-
Uh.
yeah, exactly. I
Might be
load
the
up my short
same.
sword into my bow.
Go ahead and roll your bow.
Okay.
I just want to check. I think it might be the same.
It shows both plus 11s. He rolled a 14 the first time and a 15 the second, so.
There you go. So, and they're both D6 damage, I think.
2d6, 2d6.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, we'll take that first one.
Cool.
25 for 13 damage. You shoot him in the face, and he goes down.
It doesn't have any sort of reactive strike it would have used.
Oh,
Good to know.
he does.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, brother. Teacher, you forgot to collect the whole
No, it's important to know what their abilities are if they're going to use them, so we can prepare for the future.
Alright, here. This is what I'm gonna do. Trunks and, or actually, no. This is what I'm gonna do. Thresh, give yourself another hero point,
Cool.
so that way you don't feel so bad.
Oh, no.
So this thing,
Does it explode?
kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Actually, you hit it,
no.
and it's the backlash opens its neck up as it sprays like a gout of acid in your direction, and splashes on you for 10 damage as it dies.
Does it get just him, or since
Nope,
loot is
just
for-
Thresh.
Okay.
And I think you got one more action.
Can I heal myself? Or have I already
Let's
done
see.
them? I don't know if I
You
can do-
are not immune to your battle medicine right now, so you could heal yourself if you wanted to.
Okay. I'll go for a 20.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
2d8 plus 15. That still gets you to full.
Sure do.
All right. So it looks like only Risprit and Kaduka aren't immune to battle medicine right now.
Gotcha.
And speaking of Kaduka, it's your turn. That is true, because it can very clearly see you. That's true. Yep. I would say, so this one down here, you can see just fine. This one right here, we'll say has cover, so it's got a +2. Okay, sounds good. Actually, those two down there, I'll say both of them you're hidden to. Or I'm sorry, they don't have cover from you, is what I meant to say. Sounds good. All right.
Oh, the duality
Jeez.
of the dice.
Ooh, that's a crit. That's 52 damage.
Who are you aiming at?
Oh wait, it is the crit damage. Okay.
Huh.
That,
Instant death?
That would
not
like
quite.
take
It would be
us-
so close, but not quite. This thing is flying. It flew straight past everybody else after healing Lex, and now a bunch of those black wires have out of its mouth, and it are just like like that, and it's heading right at Arminius. And he kind of shrinks back. He's like, "Oh!" As he's got he's like up against the wall, and it just explodes. You must have hit like the power cell in this thing, because it just explodes into a bunch of pieces. There's like fire and like a flash of like white energy that later on you will feel kind of like a sunburn on any part of you that doesn't like have like a thick amount of hair on it. Which? Oh, that one. Okay. All right. That is going to miss. Yep. That you actually go to aim that second shot, and you can still see like a bright, like purple, like after image. You just see like one of those flying Saru and a bunch of like streaks coming off of it everywhere you look.
Real quick, I assume 14 still doesn't hit, correct?
It does not. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good thing one of those phantom lights didn't land on like Kaduka's head or something.
Yeah, like yeah. Some of you got some pieces of Saru that like landed on your neck, and you're like like you gotta like shake them off, like burning like little parts of your armor.
It's like seeing LEDs on the road.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Enemy.
Enemy.
Let's see. Okay. Trunks, you are right there.
Technically, I'm next to the rock.
Actually, let's see.
If he wastes his turn on me, Bree's gonna just destroy him. It's fine.
He's gonna use his Spear Dancer to shift over this way.
Oh.
And or not shift, to step away from Bree so that she can't attack of opportunity him. And he's going to and as part of that, he basically does like a spin attack with his spear at the same time as he's leaping backwards. So Bree, basically you have to make the choice of whether or not to defend yourself, or whether or not to take a spear directly to the face, or let him get away, and one seems fatal.
I will let him get away.
He still ends up hitting you dangerously close, despite your attempts to defend yourself. Still skims your face, cutting his stab, cutting a big slash into your cheek, and he does. Let's see. 24 damage.
Holy smokes.
Shield block.
Okay. You have what? 8 hardness? It's on the front page.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at shield blocks.
What about Shattering Gem?
Yes, 8 hardness.
Oh, thank
Oh.
you.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Roll a d20. Hit an 11 or higher. Ah, darn. I was really hoping
a hero
for it.
point for that. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Shattering Gem's never
Oh
on.
my god.
Shattering
really?
Gem was Shattering Gem was almost there, but then by the time the strike happened, it was back here as it's like orbiting. It was like literally on the other side. Her face protected the Shattering Gem.
Oof.
But
Alright.
yeah, so you take 16 damage and your shield takes 16 damage. This Sarutech sword or pike is deadly sharp with it's magically sharp, basically. Cuts not only your face but cuts a big gouge into your shield. Then let's see. Now he's gonna roll to see who else he's gonna throw one at. Trunks.
Fair enough.
Sorry. You're the one that frightened him.
Did you take that fear into account when he attacked Bree, by the way? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Does a 32 hit?
That
Yeah.
is a crit.
That's a crit?
That's a crit.
Wait, how do you know it's a crit?
If it's 10 more than your AC.
My AC is 21.
He rolled really low on his damage, so he does 22 damage with that crit.
Oh, thank God. Really low.
You are dying too.
Ooh.
Shit.
Oh boy. Oh, and my aura goes down.
And then he's going to, since he's actually got pretty beat up since Bree smashed him with that hammer, he's going to kind of retreat back.
Was Trunks one of the ones immune to my
Battle medicine?
I don't have
Ocean
Trunks.
Balm?
I don't have Trunks down as Ocean's Balmed.
Is anybody down as Ocean's Balmed?
Yes,
I
I've
am.
got Bree and Risprit.
Oh, okay, so that's the other one that it was. So it was self
think-
heal.
Trunks is just battle medicine right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
correct. His gem flashes, and he says, "All right, you suckers, finish them off." And a couple of the Saru's eyes light up and start, looking like they're going to start running in your direction. But not these three. You got... Oh. Hold on, he's not going yet. It's that one's turn. Okay, let me... 1, 2, 3... He's going after Risprit.
Yeah.
It's one that's seems to be recovering from the last acid barf that he did. Comes at you with jaws and claws.
Oh.
The first one, he snaps at you and snaps a little early, seemingly eager to get at you. The second one, he is in an appropriate range for, and brings down a claw at you for a 23 to hit.
23.
23.
That hits.
That is going to do 15 damage. And I need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
By
gonna
the way,
hero point.
you're going to hero point that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did get one more hero point.
Yep, everybody give yourself another hero point for the 8 o'clock or for the hour from 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's better.
24 is a lot better. That is successful. You did not want to know what happens when it's not.
It's also kind of unsettling that not only does the crit, the nat 1 end up being like that, but it's like 13, like a unlucky 13.
Oh, yeah. All right. Where's this one going?
How much damage did that do?
15.
Oh, 15, okay.
We got this one running at loot. Same thing. Only this one waits until he's in range to snap at her for a 32. Which is a crit.
Yeah.
Can loot make you re-hero, like use a hero point to you make you re-roll?
That is true. Yeah.
Just an option there, loot.
No, we'll go for it.
Okay. He rolled pretty bad, so it's only 20 damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save. Okay. Do you want to hero point that?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, that is unfortunately that is actually also a crit fail.
Oh, perfect.
You not only does it bite you, you feel something very bad happening inside of your body, starting from the bite, and you almost feel like your blood is turning to acid. You take another 4 damage, and you are enfeebled for 1 round.
What does that mean?
That's a good question. Trunks, you want to help me out? What's enfeebled do?
Ooh, let me just look it up real quick. I
The
always have.
icon has a bicep and then an arrow pointing down. Am I just weak now?
Status penalty equal to the condition value for strength-based rolls, NDCs, strength-based melee attacks, base damage die, and athletics checks. So everything that has to do with strength gets a minus whatever value you got.
1.
But you don't really use strength or anything, I don't think so.
Nope.
Probably not going to come into play, but you are, but your blood feels like it's turning to acid. And then it's going to try to hit you with its tail.
I jump like a skip it.
Jump like a skivet. Yeah, that's part of like your armor class, and like, you know, your dexterity feeds into it. So that's, you know, you're always trying to defend yourself. That is also a hit, actually. He is going to do another. Ooh, rolled a 1 for 9 damage. And I need you to. Oh wait, what is your reflex DC? It's 10 plus. Okay, so 8 plus 10, 18. Great. He knocks you. You try to skip it, as he swings and he catches you like on the bottom of your foot. And what hurts is the fact that you like basically turn 90 degrees and smash your head and shoulders into the ground as he sweeps your legs out from under you.
So am I prone?
You are prone. And then one more is going to run up to Bree. It's actually going to start with a tail. And he gets a 29. I think that hits.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, he rolled maximum damage. 14.
I'm out. Unfortunately, I already used my reaction this turn to shield block Lex, so...
Oh no.
Otherwise, I'd be at 1 hit point.
All right. And then it's going to use its final action to move up to Risprit. And you are dying 1. Oh wait, roll d20 for your Shattering Gem.
Oh my god, Shattering Gem! Come on, baby!
Ah! All right, so hold on. Can you link Shattering Gem again? Because it's been a while. Thank you. The gem has 5 hit points. So instead of 14 damage, it did 9 damage. You are at 2 health. That saved you from going down. And it has to make a reflex save. It rolled really bad. Loot, give me a 1d8 damage. It takes 3 damage as the gem explodes in its face. Great. Excellent. All right. Well, then it's not going to move on, and it's going to try to bite you instead.
What?
But it saved you from the first hit.
Yeah. It's wasting its time, at least. Using up them actions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a 19.
Miss.
Miss. He bites onto your shield as you bat it away. Hey, shielding gem for the win.
Yeah, just
What a
saved me.
move.
Shattering gem. There we go. Hilda repositions her hands. And it is Aramanius's turn. And he is going to he's actually let's see. He's going to throw out what he's got left and heal Trunks for 13 hit points.
Oh, yeah.
Trunks, you are wounded 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
And prone.
Okay.
And Risprit, it is your turn.
Aha. It's a good thing Aramanius did that. Alright. Now, Wait. Wait, no. Oh. Crap. Oh, wait. Okay. What is that? What you got there?
Nothing.
What's going
Just
on?
drawing lines.
What's this? What's
We lines.
What's this thing up here? What's that?
What are you doing?
Um. Oh wait, that is actually within range. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. What is the range on this? Okay, there's that one, and then this one is. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this. Whomp. This guy.
Oh, all the way back there? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. Wait, actually. That's a crit. 24 damage. You hit him with fire. Yeah, you smash it with fire, and its wings alight. It lights on fire. It kind of crashes into the ground, kind of spins around in circles for a little bit, and stops working.
Nice. All right, and then for this one in front of me, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a little bit of a melee one. This one will be cold. Oh,
That is going to be a miss.
shoot. And that'll be my actions.
All right. This one. This one, whose eyes alit before, flies past you as you feel like a cold chill, and the same black wires start whipping out from it, and it flies up to Hilda and is going to make a roll. And you guys watch as it flies up to Hilda as she turns with fear in her eyes as the black wires
No.
stick into her as she's like grabbing at him and screaming and pulling at him as this thing goes toward her. Trunks, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I gotta stand up first,
All right.
and then I think I'll just stride over. I gotta try to stop this at the very least. I just don't know how effective it'll be. I'll do a tail whip.
Okay.
Whip a tail. So, 22. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay.
12 damage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You start smashing into it, and it's like its body is like semi, I don't know, is what's see-through but for touch.
It's like semi corporeal.
Yeah, thank you. Semi-corporeal as you hit it, and you see it like kind of like absorb the blow, but it is continuing to bear down on Hilda.
Should have dazed. Fudge. Okay.
And it is Milo's turn. Milo shoots at the thing, and the arrow just goes through it. and he's kind of freaking out. He kind of stumbles back and lands on his butt and has kind of dropped his bow and is crawling away. More Saru arrive on the scene, and even more from down the hall. You can hear waves of Saru coming in now. Bree, it is your turn.
I guess I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me.
All right.
Actually, you know what? No. I can probably make it over to the ghostly one.
Keep in mind that it has reactive strike. We learned that earlier.
Yes.
I mean, you can always raise shield before you go and just hope.
I'm gonna raise shields and I'm gonna go for the ghost.
All right. She's going for the ghost. Or you can always step, too. You can always step 5 feet and then move and strike.
But then I wouldn't be able to raise shield.
It's true. So it's up to you.
I'm gonna raise shield.
All right. And it gets a 23.
Which is my shield.
Your AC is 21 without a shield?
Yeah. 23 with the shield.
You put up your shield, and Bree heroically turns to start sprinting toward Hilda, who is having these black wires thrust into her person, and before Bree can get away, a claw slashes her in the back and drops her to the ground.
Now it drops me to 1 hit point because I have my
Oh.
thing back, so I'm at 1 hit point and I'm headed toward the ghost.
You think she's gonna drop to the ground, but you see that anger in Bree's pink eyes, almost turn red. As you can tell, her blood pressure is going up. She almost gets these red eyes, and she remains at 1 hit point and trudges toward becoming wounded 2.
What a trooper.
Forgot you had that.
Right. Yeah, I knew I had that, so I knew that it was better to take the hit because I was only going to lose 1 hit point regardless. I was only at 2 hit points.
Yeah.
So.
Bree, I'm calling it Bree ferocity.
All right, so that was 1 to get here. I'm going to raise my shield and I'm going to try to hit him.
Okay.
That probably doesn't get him, does it?
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
I'm going to hero point that.
Okay. Bree, as you... Oh my god. Okay. Here's the thing. This thing is semi-incorporeal. It doesn't take all of the physical damage that you throw at it.
Yep.
If you did 7 damage, it would still be at 1 hit point.
Oh,
But you have your overdrive on.
Oh.
that's right.
Oh my god.
And
Suspense.
she swings this hammer, just aims for the most mass of it that she can, just straight down the spinal column of this thing as she hits into it, and this thing suddenly becomes fully corporeal as the Saru parts cease to function that were giving it this incorporeal nature, as this kind of twisted zombie-looking husk of a humanoid collapses into a pile on the floor, and ceases to try to assimilate Hilda, who very painfully starts pulling these wires that had dug in inches in some places and below her skin. And with that, more green energy down the roots of the Genesis tree. Lex's gem lights and starts like flashing, and he goes, oh shit! And then there's a shockwave, and you all kind of brace. The shockwave hits you all, but like you only kind of brace because you see the impact it has on every other Saru and Saru monster here as it blasts them back, completely missing you. Shockwave after shockwave. Lex starts getting buffeted back. He says, "Oh shit!" and he takes off down the hall from where he came. All of the Saru and Saru monsters start disintegrating into, as these shockwaves are hitting him, it's just blowing them to pieces as they disintegrate into the air. And their shards of like Saru material will explode all over the place. We are out of combat.
I have a question real quick.
Sure.
I have a spell, and it says like 1 action, 2 action, 3 action. Is that like levels? Like 3 actions, level 3? Or
No, actions, we have 3 actions per turn, so it takes your entire turn to do a 3-action spell.
but I can choose how
You
many
can choose
actions.
1, 2, or 3 actions. Yeah. Is that for heal or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I also have something that says heal level 2, and I didn't know what the
Right.
difference was.
Yeah, so you've got different levels of spells, right? Level 1 are the ones that you know, are the weakest, and, you know, then there's level 2, level 3, level 4.
Yeah.
Level 1 heals, they heal a 1d8 healing, and then level 2 does 2d8 healing, level 3 does 3d8 healing.
Okay.
And that's at a touch range. But if you spend 2 actions on it, it's at a 30-foot range, and also is an extra 8 times the level of the spell in healing. So 8 for level 1, 16 extra healing for a level 2, which is
Okay.
typically how I use them, because it's like by far the most bang for your buck as far as, you know,
That makes
heals per
more
spell.
sense. In my description of it, I said for level 2 it restores 1d8, and so they were exactly the same. And I'm like, well, what's the point?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because well, in the spell description it says 1d8, but down in the bottom of the spell it says heightened. Heightened plus 1, it'll say 1d8 extra. So like for every level above level 1, it'll do an extra d8. So like I said, 2d8 for level 2, 3d8 for level 3.
Oh,
And then if you spend 3 actions on the heal, it heals everyone in a 30-foot radius for 1d8 hit points for level 1, or 2d8 for level 2, etc.
okay. That makes sense.
But
Okay,
that
thank
includes
you.
enemies too,
Oh, I did not know
just so you
that.
know.
Yeah,
Unless
sure, a
they're
big old group hug.
unless they're undead, then it's great, because then you blast all the undead with it, and you heal all your allies. But
Healing undead makes them take damage.
it does. And using void energy on undead heals them. But getting back to the events going on right now, these shockwaves are going out of like this energy that you can kind of see, this green like shockwaves, but isn't affecting you. And you're seeing the roots of the Genesis tree are like this vibrant, like not like it's like a cyberpunk kind of neon green ish and you almost see like little like shapes, like kind of little like right angles and circles, and like kind of like propagating through the roots of the Genesis tree as you feel the ground start to shake. And as the ground starts to shake, at first it's like hard to stay on your feet, but quickly becomes kind of like a steady rumble. What do you guys do?
Brace.
I would probably try to protect. Well, I'm right next to Hilda, so I'd probably do like a, over Hilda type thing.
I would
Yeah.
stay on the ground. I'm already on the ground. I would probably just roll over into the fetal position.
Yeah, and as you brace, like some of the rock, bits of like dirt, not so much rock, but like dirt starts to kind of like fall down and kind of dust out like this hallway. And, everybody kind of huddles together. Um, and the most of the shaking stops, and it calms down. You can still feel like tremors in the earth. Everybody's coughing. Hilda looks at you, Bree, and says, "That was close. Thank you."
Bree just kind of nods and then rolls over onto her back and does like the "oh god, I'm tired" lay down.
Aramanius looks up and says, "I think it worked. I think the great tree. I think it's it's been revitalized. It's the roots. These strange glyphs. What do you think has happened?"
Maybe it woke up. I know when I get bit, I wake up pretty quick.
Do you... Oh, and by the way, all the mist also cleared out.
What point do we tell them to stop chewing on the tree?
Yeah, safe to. I don't know. Well, I mean, should we go check? Should we go outside and look? Just
We should
Yeah, we
probably
should probably
see.
double check. Well, nothing. This was the point of like the connection, right? So they would have to get past this point before going deeper in,
there
correct?
were three entries. This is one hallway that connected one of the three entries.
Okay. I would want to check back in further before going out, I think.
Okay.
Like check the other three or other two entries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just to,
you can go back to that main thoroughfare that those three entries would have led to,
Mhm.
and you see a bunch of villagers kind of coming out and like looking. Sylvia runs up in a panic and grabs Milo and shakes him a bunch. She's like, "I've been looking all over for you." And he's just like, "I couldn't just stand there. I had to help."
While that's going on, Rispert's gonna just like try to tend to Hilda, like Ocean's balm the like fresh wounds.
Yeah. Yeah, you start patching everybody up. Villagers are coming out and they're asking questions. What happened? We thought we saw mist.
There was mist. It was an attack led by Lex.
Um, they uh, at second glance, you start looking at all these villagers, and they look wiped out. Like they're like some of them are like having trouble like staying awake. They're like propping each other up. Some people came out here, sat down, and immediately passed out.
Hmm.
Yeah, we chewed on the great tree. Turned green.
It saved us. It got rid of the mist.
Hmm.
And there's people like, what was that? What was that earthquake?
I think it was the tree.
I'm gonna run around and just do some basic medicine, checking on people.
Yeah, Aramanius runs over there and is like tending to people as well.
Can me
We
and
should.
Loot get a heal from Aramanius, maybe? And Trunks?
Are you gonna call out to him?
Um, I probably wouldn't. Bree is the kind of person that would just like deal with it, power through. The complete
Hey,
opposite of me.
hey, Kaduka, do you think might be able to stealthily poke your head out and see if how far the effect is on the island?
Excellent. Give me a stealth check. Ooh, that's good. You slink to the toward the entrance. Um, as you get farther down the hall, you get almost to the exit where they'd kind of barricaded off the main door, and you see blood. You see blood on the ground. You see um, that it is frozen. You see the walls are frozen like a blast, you're assuming, from that dragon had blasted in into this hallway at some point. You see the light from outside. The barricade has been blown open. You see a couple. You see like half dozen dead Saru. You see evidence of a half dozen dead Saru as like the parts have like exploded all over the place. Um, and yeah, from what you can tell, there's not a lot going on outside except you catch up in the sky, catch the glint of Lex's blue uh, Saru-like material growing on his chest as he rides atop the white dragon heading away from the village.
And that ice bridge or whatever that the thing made for the other Saru to get over, does that appear to be destroyed?
You're a little too far from the shore to be able to tell that. That's probably a good like few miles away.
Hmm.
Can I'm gonna try to talk to Zodiac. I'm like, so Zodiac, can you explain what exactly happened? Just so I know.
Your villagers have bravely donated some of their life essence, just a portion, to collectively awaken the great tree, the Genesis tree, great tree as you call it, and that has pushed away the mist and repelled the Saru from this area. How far is anybody's guess, but us raw Saru can tell that the mist is gone. It is a little bit disorienting.
How long will the great tree be awake from that?
We're uncertain why. this great tree went into hibernation, or how it was destroyed in the first place. We all came to this tree long after it was destroyed. Tale, sure we would love to share with you once we figure out all of what's going on around here.
Okay.
Um, Bahamut says to Bree, now that they are they're now seem to be engaged in the conversation. Bahamut says, "You fought admirably, especially saving your friend here from that Saru."
Bree doesn't really know what to say to that, so she just kind of nods her head, assuming that Bahamut can, tell.
Bahamut says, "Ha! I see we are humble too. Humble befits a hero well, from what I hear." Loot says, "Yeah, great job, Loot. I'm man, I'm just proud to be here, you know." Leviathan speaks up to Risprit. Impressive shot on that last one. You blew that Saru right out of the air with a great force.
Sometimes it's easy to channel. Other times
I
not.
imagine that the more you practice, the more these apparent gates to the elemental planes that flow through you will open over time. I look forward to seeing the extent to which that happens.
I'm sure it'll be an interesting partnership.
Indeed. And Hades talks to Thresh and says, "It was just as I had heard. You wrought destruction, and you saved lives."
Is Kaduka back
Yeah.
with us at this point?
Kaduka is still at the entrance. Would you have had how far out would you have gone, Kaduka?
Okay. Oh no, they got him!
Oh no.
Ah!
Oh, that's all right. Let him know when he gets back.
I probably would have followed Kaduka at a distance, being the overprotective big sister that I am. I would have let him do the parts that he might potentially be seen from outside, but I would stay back and be watching him.
Gotcha. It's about this time that from the other tunnels, other members of Spearhead start running in and joining up with everybody. Um, and oh, oh shoot, what's her name? One of my things didn't open. I usually have all my people names up. Who's the leader of Spearhead?
Arminius? Or not Arminius, Art? Oh,
Art Bristlebane. Thank
yeah.
you. Art kind of like hobbles up. She's like sweaty. She seems to have like gotten slashed by something at one point. She hobbles up and she says, "Red shirts, report. What's
The
going on here?"
tree is awake. and it'll keep the mist away.
What are those?
Rosaru.
Where'd you find Rosaru?
Inside the tree.
They chose
Okay.
you, huh?
Oh, actually, I'm not here, am I?
Oh, I guess you.
I followed Paducah out.
Echoes from down the
Never mind.
hallway.
We found him in
Inside
the
the
tree.
tree.
I say those exact words.
And they woke up the tree.
We woke up the tree
Collectively, all of us.
as a
Well, at
town.
least the town that chewed on the tree.
Had
The
to chew on the
roots.
tree.
Yeah.
That's
Coincidentally, you may want to give a day of rest or so for the town, as you might
Yeah,
notice
everyone.
they're all very tired.
Donate a little life energy.
Yeah, they look a little wiped out.
Mhm.
Well, that's unconventional.
This may seem a little odd to, as like a weird celebration after such an event, but a banquet may be in order, as the town might need the nutrition to recover.
Yeah, I agree, but one step at a time. Let's check in with everybody. Team 3. We're sound off. And they say you see one of the big the big like hammer wielding lady rat folk says, we got him. Got all of us. We're all still standing. It was kind of rough going there for a bit, but we're good. Are you guys? Art says, yeah, team 1's all accounted for. Team 2. Anyone from team 2? I don't see anybody from team 2. That's up that way, which is where the mess was coming from.
Oh boy.
And then she kind of like waits for a second, and then she starts power hobbling that direction.
I'm gonna go that direction. Do I know what team Trevin was on?
Team 2.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm going that way.
Risper will go too.
As you does anybody not head out that direction?
Me and Kaduka still don't know what's going on there, so we are not.
Yeah, Kaduka, you back yet? How far out did you go? Yeah, you kind of poke your head out, nose like sniffing the air, whiskers going as you're looking out, and everything looks pretty normal, other than the dragon with Lex flying away off into the distance. No mist, no Saru that you can see of. You are standing where Team 2 should have been.
Oh.
There is blood on the floor that has been frozen, and the walls are all frozen around you, and the barricade seemed to have been blown open. Do you continue to go out, or do you just wait, or you turn back, or what? You see Bree has kind of like is sneaking up behind you, but keeping some distance. Yeah, you have like a feeling like you have a feeling that you could use it. You do have to have line of sight for message, I think, but you can just click it, and if we want to get the details. Let's see. They must be able to see you and be within range to respond. It doesn't say. Oh, one target. No, it just looks like one creature within 120 feet, but they can only respond if they can see you. Bree, you hear earlier when you were talking with the Saru, the way they kind of you hear it, and it's like kind of a you hear it. Everyone around you seem to be able to hear it, but it was like just in your head, which is like trippy. But you hear Kaduka's voice that way, but he's up ahead of you.
I think I would like instinctively respond, and so I would send the message back, but I wouldn't know necessarily that that's what I was going to be doing. But like he's talking to me, so I'm going to talk back. So I think I would say, okay, I'm coming up, and then I would follow, and I mean, at that point, there's no need to hide if everything's kind of normal out there. So I would just kind of walk up.
Yeah, you head up to the entrance, and as you're looking out, everything looks pretty normal. There's some big, like, dragon-like footprints out in the dirt outside.
Do we see anything more than the blood?
Nope. Everything, all other traces of the uh, the the Yosoki members of Spearhead that were supposed to be here are gone.
I'm gonna leave and see if I can find them outside the tunnel.
Okay, just about the time that you decide to venture out, Art comes into view behind you, hobbling towards you. Um, kind of looks pretty worn out. In more of a panic than you've ever seen her. Followed by the rest of the red shirts. Um, as she gets up to you, she says, "Where are they?"
In Bree's mind, she's thinking a dragon ate them, but she doesn't want to like give up hope. She wants I I don't know. There was a dragon. It broke through the barricade. It looks like so there's lots of blood.
She
I have a
looks down.
question,
Yeah,
real
go ahead.
quick. In this universe, are dragons carnivorous?
You know, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh,
The problem is, no one alive has seen a dragon. Um, but back, um, you remember back when you were in um the Lurkwood at Root Warren, the old Ratkingnaw, the old Yosoki village. You got a hold of a book about dragons and read a bit about them, and it did seem to hint that they were carnivorous.
oh,
Hmm.
But most people wouldn't have anywhere close to that kind of information because they've been gone for since before recorded time.
ooh. So like
So like
not even the
yesterday.
elders would know.
Yeah. You You have not seen. So the Saru you fought were pretty varied, but none of them bled red blood that you've seen so far. It's possible. Art looks down at it and kind of closes, like squints her eyes, and then she walks out of the tunnel and outside and is just kind of looking around.
I want to look for
Bree
other
would follow.
tracks.
What was that, Trunks?
So I want to also look for other Isoki tracks potentially.
Okay. So those of you that want to kind of go out and fan out and start kind of looking around, do so. And as you get a little bit away from the entrance to the Warrens, you can't help but notice the shadow that is not normally there. And you turn around and you see all. Now the great tree's trunk was hundreds of feet in diameter. A redwood-sized tree of the same color green is kind of growing up out of the middle of it now, kind of like a sproutling of the otherwise, you know, uh, gigantic tree, and it is still kind of slowly growing, and and it is sending tremors through the earth as it does.
Can can I be in the Warrens as well?
Did you want to not have left?
I want to check on my box that I have in my room.
Okay. Yeah, so at some point you like think about the box and you run back inside.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you're running through the Warrens. Everybody else is standing there like looking at the tree as it grows in front of you.
That's a good sign, right?
Aramanius comes out and he's like, "Oh, what's everybody looking? Oh, oh, man, the tree. That's great.
Romania's the box! I put you in charge of the box!
Oh no, the box. I forgot about the box.
Oh my god!
You run back in to
Oh,
find the
no.
box. This tree is awe-inspiring, and as you're kind of like looking around, there's nothing in the area that would suggest that anybody had left the hallway. But it's also it's like there's like conflicting feelings here of panic of looking for injured members of Spearhead, and the kind of like splendor of a gigantic, like really vibrantly green, somewhat weirdly glyphed tree kind of just sprouting out of the middle of the great tree that has been the support structure of the Warrens. And Loot, you get to your room, you throw open your door, and you find your box,
Oh my
and
god.
it is undisturbed.
Yay!
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
We're just outside, like, what was she saying about a box?
Now villagers start to pour out of the Warrens, and the entire village kind of gathers in a big, just like sea of a few thousand Yosoki standing around looking up at the tree, laughing, crying, hugging each other, with this just kind of like jubilance.
Can
Can
I ask Bahamut if they Rosaru know what happened to Team 2? Because, like, they're kind of connected to the tree, and they might know more about what's going on in the tree.
Well, we saw her bleeding right when she was getting attempted to, right, in front of us.
They were stabbing her.
Bahamut says to Bree, "Oh, your guess is as good as ours. We aren't exactly omniscient, but no, I'm sorry to say we do not know what happened to your comrades in arms."
Now, the Saru that were in our tunnel when the tree did its thing, they all kind of exploded, dusted up, right?
That's true.
So if Team 2 had been Saru'd, and then the tree went off afterwards, that could also be what happened.
I don't think they would have been fully, like, what's it called, integrated yet, though, so their body, at least some organic part should still be around, I would imagine. Or I think Trunks would assume.
So we think Dragonate them.
It's all good. Good thoughts.
Can I ask my Saru a question?
Yeah, what you want to know, Loot?
Oh, jeez Louise. So my Saru is the goofy earth plant poison dude.
Yep.
Can I ask him if he knows anything about this tree? It being like a plant.
Well, you know, it's just like this, it's like a big, well, you know what, look, I'm probably not the best to go over this, but like we kind of chill out in the Genesis trees. It's like kind of our thing. We like we're here. We got sent here to kind of like watch over you guys. You know, there's like the Saru, right? We're like always like you know, they're mindless. They're kind of tools to be used. And us Rasaru, we're here for kind of a, you know, a little bit higher level of guidance and help. But you know, we like myself, I don't have a whole lot of experience. I've pretty much just been sleeping in the tree since I got here on Legaia. So but yeah, we actually haven't even been, we only came upon this tree shortly after the mist started spreading over the world. We kind of showed up here, well, I guess a little bit over 20 years ago.
Only been
So
here for 20 years. Oh,
yeah. Well, I mean, like I've been on Legaia for longer than that, but I was at a different Genesis tree.
you wouldn't know her.
You wouldn't know her. She's from a different Genesis.
My Genesis tree goes to a different island.
She lives in Sylvanas. It's like a long way away from her. But are you back with the group by any chance yet?
I'm probably still chilling in my room.
Okay. He says, yeah, you know, we were talking, and we think we'll well, we got a bunch of stuff to tell you guys, and you know, I figure, you know, when we can all like sit down, we'll, you know, just so, you know, we're all together, we can all kind of pitch in on our various points of view and all that.
Okay, I'll leave and then find our group and tell them that the raw Saru want to chat later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You tell that to the group.
Yeah.
Hades says, yes, I think it would be prudent for us all to get together and have a chat. At the moment, everybody is kind of, you know, people are going out. They're checking like parts of the island. They notice there's like no mist to be seen. The ice bridge has melted and collapsed, and it's like breaking off in a bunch of chunks at the moment, but they're getting swept away by the waves and stuff. Um, looking across to the opposite side, no mist, no mist, like on the opposite side of the on the mainland. um the folks that generally it's like their job to track the weather patterns and like kind of anticipate, they got their almanacs out and stuff, and they're checking like the winds and stuff. They're like, the mist should be like over there right now, and it's not. Like, there's no mist. um People are kind of like, putting all their stuff back that they drug into the warrens. um yeah, everybody's just kind of dealing with the aftermath of this attack.
Hmm. Well, it'll be nice to have a little peace for however long this lasts. That's pretty close, though.
Yeah, Leviathan says, you all fought admirably, and it seems like you saved almost all of your village. It's unfortunate that we lost those that we did, but thousands were saved.
Hmm.
Oh, and you all gain 200 experience.
Whoa. So we're only 16 experience away from leveling, right?
You wish.
Don't we level at 500?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So
Yeah.
we're at 194,
That's true.
and we leveled to level 5.
You are level 5. Ding.
Ding.
I should get the EverQuest ding sound on here.
Yes. I'll find that. I'll put that in our
Please.
soundboard.
Yeah, if you can. Okay, yeah,
I'll
good.
just upload it to the soundboard. Because I don't think we have any sounds in this soundboard right now.
If you could just send me the MP3, I'd like to have that on Roll20 anyway.
Yeah.
If you find it.
I'll find it.
Yeah. Night comes. Does anybody? What are you guys doing over the rest of the day?
Bree is gonna just sleep. She is like at 1 hit point, wounded 2. She's freaking exhausted.
I think I might stick with Bree. Maybe just because I'm a little bit concerned. So just make sure she gets home okay and that she's not like.
I think I'd probably sleep at my parents.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'd want to make sure they're okay. And
Right.
their house is much closer than mine because it's inside,
They're fawning over you. Your dad is like, "Yeah, you're a hero. You're a hero. You saved the village. Like, you were an expeditioner. You're already my hero, but like, you're a hero. You like saved the whole village." And like, your mom's like, "Are you sure that thing on your hand is fine? Like, you don't like it doesn't hurt?"
Bree is on the couch or whatever, and she's already like half asleep, and she's just like in her mind, God, shut up, I just want to go to sleep. But she's like nodding or like answering one word answers. Like,
Yeah, what else? Who else?
Rishford's probably gonna be just kind of like helping check on like the villagers and like maybe give any kind of like basic aid to anyone that might be seeming a little too under the weather from the exertion.
Yeah, you're looking for people that look like they're more wiped out than others, but everybody kind of springs back within a few hours. Anybody that takes a little nap feels pretty good afterward. And a lot of people kind of just tell you to uh, like they kind of are incredulous that you're coming to go, do more than you already done. And most of them are like, Rispert, you've done enough. Take the night off, man. Just, I mean, come by, one of them's like, hey, come by my restaurant. Dinner's on me if you want to get something to eat tonight.
Do you do
People are
hot
like
soup?
yeah, people are offering you stuff. He's like, I'll make you whatever I want. If I gotta send my my son out to like grab some materials from other people, I will.
Risper's just like, soup.
You just let me know what you want.
Give soup.
Loot, what do you end up doing?
Oh, Lute's gonna go to sleep too.
All right. You you crash out. You do catch wind that there's like discussion on what they're gonna do with Hilda.
Oh,
Because they're thinking about because as far as you know, she's at the hospital right now, but they're thinking about putting her back in jail when they're done with her, or when she's healed back up. Kaduka, what about you? Yeah, your parents fawn over you. They're like, I can't believe. Your mom is like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're safe. I'm glad Bree was able to take care of you and keep you safe. How do you feel like when they're like, oh, it's great that Bree was able to keep you safe? Did you get any good shots in, son? Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, is that the thing? Or where is your Saru now? It's on your leg, right? Does that make you off balance or anything? Can I touch it?
Oh yeah, isn't it like your
Kinda
knee pad kind of thing?
Siren. Yeah, Siren says, it's up to you, Kaduka. I'm as much a part of you as you are a part of me. And the two of them go, it's a ghost! That's what your dad says. Your mom's like, ah! Your dad kind of like, that's weird. Yeah, Thresh, you patched up Bree. You probably helped patch up everybody, to make sure they're all doing well. Where would you go after, because Bree, then wants to crash out. Where do you go after that?
Definitely home again, and maybe check up on Sylvia and Milo.
Yeah, Milo, they're sitting in kind of like the main area. Milo looks kind of like he's been getting chewed out for a while, but he's just kind of taking it. He's sitting there and he's just kind of like pouting a bit as you kind of walk in. Sylvia says, "Oh, Thresh, well done.
Thank you.
Uh, glad to see all that training paid off, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely came in handy.
Look
You know,
at you."
Milo did a really good job too.
She looks at him and she's like, "He should have never have been there. But I guess I'm proud of him." And he like kind of his ears like perk up a little bit. I don't let it go to your head. She says, "And what are you, some kind of Ceruvian prophet now or something? Rolling around with a raw Saru?"
Yeah, I get it. It's like I don't know. I definitely feel an affinity.
Didn't take you
We'll see
for
where it
the
happens.
didn't take you for the religious type.
I don't know. Is this religion?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know much about it.
Feels more like magic, but
Well, get some sleep. You've definitely earned it more than anyone else.
thank you, Sylvia.
Good night, Thresh.
Good night.
Trunks. Where do you go?
Yeah. So
Uh,
Trunks is.
Before you can go anywhere, Mr. Umberdale, Mange, finds you and he wraps his arms around you and picks you up with his kind of hoisting you up with his big old belly, and he kind of like shakes you around a bit. He's like, "Oh my boy, Trunks, you did it! Oh man, that's crazy. You got yourself a
Really is.
Rosaru too. Oh wow." I don't think there's ever been a Rosaruvian or I've never Ceruvian prophet Yosoki before.
Oh, really?
Not that I know of. I mean, maybe ask the priest, but like I never heard of one.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it? Fought a bunch of Saru?
Uh, yeah.
Smash him? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, just pecked around, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It was wild.
I snuck some booze in there because I didn't know how long we were going to be underground. And then I drank it all.
Oh.
Yeah, I passed out. I woke up and everyone around me was passed out, so I figured everybody else was drinking too. Turns out they were nibbling on the tree.
Yeah. It helped to wake the tree up so that the
Yeah.
mist doesn't come in.
Man, I feel like I missed my, because I've always wanted, who hasn't wanted to give it a little nibble, but we're not supposed to. Anyway, feel like I missed my shot.
I felt the same way.
I might find a spot that was like, nibbled on and maybe, have a go at it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, keep in mind it does take some of your life away. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if it'll like, I could take a quick nap, every once in a while, and just like give it a little chomp, here and there.
Yeah, I don't know how it fully works. So yeah, go.
Well,
for it.
you know what? Trunks. Maybe I won't. If it takes my life away, well, I have something to live for. You, my boy. You did a good thing.
Always do my best. Hey, it's one heck of a story, huh?
Oh, man. Yeah, it is. Man, everybody's going to want to hear about this one. Everybody was kind of here for it. Now we'll have to work that one out.
Yeah. Anyways, I've got some searching to do, so I will touch base with you later. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You do what you need to do.
And then Trunks is still kind of stressing about Squad 2 and thinking that maybe, some of them got picked up by the dragon, and then suddenly dropped, so they could be somewhere else on the island, and then just like broken bones, we can't move. So he's going to be running around to kind of less populated areas, looking to see if there are people who couldn't move, or especially, like previous squad members if something happened. So he's kind of on a search mission.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you start running all over the island. Give me a perception check or an investigation. Wait, no, that is perception, isn't it? Yeah.
So let's see here. Proceed.
Yeah, as you're going, you're noticing like you kind of do like a spiral pattern around the area. You're noticing like little bits of like Saru material. Like some people are like have already started kind of like picking it up. But it seems like in some areas, like they kind of exploded so fine that there's just kind of like a shimmeriness in the dirt and the plants in that area. And you start to, like people are kind of, everybody looks pretty happy, and you kind of like can see in various areas like where people have been. You kind of go to the lower populated areas, and they seem like pretty much untouched. You don't find any evidence of Saru. Pretty much they came like from the shore. Like you only see evidence of them from the shore up to the Warrens. Pretty much led a direct attack on the Warrens in the Genesis tree. And yeah, you just don't find any evidence that anybody was dropped off anywhere or nothing.
Okay. I think Trunks is pretty disappointed right now, but he doesn't want to bring down the mood, so he's kind of
at one point, kind of like as you're searching a particular area that's it's a little bit kind of overgrown, but people have put down like boards to kind of make like walkable paths over like certain parts of streams and stuff, and you kind of come across around a corner and you hear a kind of a tap tap tap, and it's Art Bristlebane.
Oh.
And she looks up at you and she says, Trunks.
Oh, hey, something come up? Does you need me for something?
No, didn't think I'd see anybody out here.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
What you up to?
Oh, well, I was just, doing some final recon in case anything got missed. Looks like we took care of everything.
Yeah, me too. Good job today.
Thanks. Thanks for trusting us.
Hey, I know you and Trevin were close.
Yeah.
It was Team 2. It was Trevin, Sariel of Suncrest, and Mayra Softclaw. And haven't found any traces of any of them.
Yeah, me neither, unfortunately. But, I mean, if it was a dragon they're handling, I suppose I'm glad it was Trevin. Who knows if anyone else could have handled such a thing.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I Trevin was one of our best in a lot of ways. It is it's not only have we lost a great spearhead ranger, but also a good friend.
I agree. It's hard to be disappointed, you know, amongst the crowd out there.
He was a hero. He did his duty for Ratkingnaw, as did you, and without Trevin, Mera, Sariel, and the red shirts, we would not have survived this.
Well, thank you. I think we might have gotten lucky, perhaps.
Yeah, lucky. All right, well, and she just kind of walks off.
In its head. I think we may take a nap right here.
The night comes and goes. Everybody rests up, eats, sleeps. Some of you probably sleep pretty hard, considering the ordeal that you went through.
Rispert like was passed out like on the table like after eating the soup, just kind of.
You wake up and there's like a couple blankets just like draped over you. Someone also seemed to like put up like a little mobile like kind of fireplace, you know, like one of those little, you know, campfire. Built a little campfire and like kept it fed throughout the night.
If only they knew Rispert doesn't have a problem keeping warm.
Yeah, they don't know. But all, you know, a lot of people definitely seemed willing to get to know you. You know, they're all calling all of you heroes.
Yeah.
Do you all the next morning, all of your Rosaru basically suggests that you get together and to talk.
What a great
I would
idea.
suggest that we do it at my shop, maybe, because that's a place we can all kind of get together and be just us.
I feel like that's where we would always congregate anyway. It's like a fixed point to where
Yeah.
the rest of us live somewhere randomer that's like kind of too busy, whereas the shop is like a designated like fixed place.
Sounds good. Does everybody show up for the meeting?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I don't. No, I'm kidding. I don't
She's
go to
already
my
there.
own shop.
Goes to open the door to a shop. It's locked.
It's locked. Oh shit, the shop is closed!
All right. Yeah, you all get together. The Rosaru say, Zodiark speaks up to all of you and says, we wanted to tell you about how we got to Ratkingnaw Island.
We're having a flashback. Oh, it's a screen. Okay. Wayne's World transition.
So he says, all of us are Rosaru. We were placed on Legaia to look after the people here. To be somewhat the stewards of the normal Saru. And we we rest, we sleep in Genesis trees around the world for a time when we are needed. One day, we started to get messages from other Rosaru through somewhat of a communication network that we all share. And we were being told to retreat, find ways to retreat to the southeast. So we did, in various ways. Most of us hitched rides on animals and migrated as far southeast as we could, communicating with each other as we could. We found out, or we recalled this great tree, this Genesis tree, on this island that you call Ratkingnaw, and traveled here and put down roots, as it were. And it was one of ours, a more experienced Rosaru by the name of Eden, was farther back behind the rest of us, and communication with her was cut off. We believe the mist cuts off our long-range communications. And she did not make it to the Genesis tree with the rest of us. She instead, as we came to find out later, bonded with Saeed and accompanied Lut, and they were eventually able to find the rest of the Yosoki and rejoin us. And we communicated with Eden a bit in secret. She told us all about you. She told us of your heroics. And she recommended that if it were ever to come to it, that we should choose you to bond with.
So you know she's gone then.
Yes, we got one last message when she discorporated. She let us know. She let us know what happened.
I see. Well, she really saved our skin, just like you guys saved your town, essentially.
We all hope that this will be a continued effort. Now that the proverbial cat is out of the bag, we will, we are bonded with you. Do you have any questions for us?
What do you mean continued effort? What are you talking about?
We are your Rosaru now. I don't see any reason to go back to hiding in the tree.
Do you know, as you heard, Lex was talking about a boss or something that happens to control the mist? Do you know what he's referring to?
Yes, quite concerning. Bahamut speaks up and says, whoever this is, if there is somebody out there controlling this mist, that is quite concerning. I'd like to give them a good walloping. I would smite them, rightfully so.
Might you know how we could find such a entity or being?
Leviathan speaks up and says, "That would be difficult, as our ability to see beyond the island is, or beyond just what you can see, is very limited. We would probably have to go looking for the source."
Do we have any idea what direction the source is in?
Siren says, "Well, we did have to retreat to the southeast, so I've been thinking maybe we head northwest if we were looking for it."
Oh, suppose that now that we are immune to the effects of the Saru and the mist, then nothing's stopping us from doing, say, a longer expedition.
Titan speaks up and says, "Ah, like a real adventurer, huh? It's like let's go, yeah, let's just go out there, see what's going on, like,
Of course, we
know."
can't do that without preparation. We wouldn't want to be caught trying to sleep at night and have some kind of ravenous Saru get the drop on us. We still aren't immune to being injured.
Hades speaks up and says, yes, we should prepare. We should be cautious. We don't know what's out there. A lot could have changed in 20 years. So Bahamut says, "So we gonna do this? Will we go venture rightfully out into the wide unknown?
I mean, I have
Bring
no problem.
evildoers to justice." What was that, Trunks?
I have no problem chasing after the mist and figuring out what's going on over here. And it seems like the town will be okay.
Yeah, that was our only concern. Really, was what would happen if we were out for too long and they came back for the town. But considering it seems like the life tree is here and isn't going to stop doing its thing for quite some time, we should be okay.
Well, it is up to you all. The
There,
choice is yours.
Here's another topic we wanted to bring up.
Was it?
Maybe it's a good idea to go discuss Hilda's sentence with the town or those in charge. Maybe a form of community service might be in order to commute her sentence. We need an advisor or someone that can offer us guidance in these times. She's a wealth of knowledge. And our word might have a bit more weight behind it now that certain things have transpired.
You're not wrong.
And considering...
I do think she should be well supervised by someone that can stop her should she mess up. I would be willing to have her work here in my shop. I could supervise her.
I mean, but
Probably
you can't
wouldn't be
supervise her if you're
opposed.
out of town.
But Aramanius can. And then there's Aramanius.
I mean, it does seem like her motivations may have changed. I mean, she did help us, and I mean, she kind of wanted freedom from the fog anyway, or the mist, excuse me. And now the trees kind of given that. I think the real biggest issue is the fact that she is a moonlighter. Where's my notes?
She's an Eclipsean.
Eclipsing. I knew that something. Yeah, there we go. Eclipsing. And an order mage. I think that part is going to be.
I feel that maybe her beliefs might have been swayed a bit by what she witnessed, maybe?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think any of the things that happen here. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but does any of the stuff that transcended go against the Eclipseans' beliefs?
Based
Yeah.
on what you know, no, not really.
What
So
were
I
their
don't-
beliefs again? Like on a baser level?
On a base level, they just believe that the gods aren't. The gods are basically not benevolent, and that they don't really care about people, and that it was actually a Rosaru named Eclipsis that sent the Saru to save people.
So I mean, if anything, she's still going to be in support of us because
So the
we're
issue
sparing Rosaru. So if anything, she'd be like a disciple.
the issue isn't her. The issue is the fact that there are folks in this town that are highly religious, and some would say, oh, I'm sorry, what's the word when you're like a non-believer?
Oh, they would say it's heretical.
Yeah, or that's what I caught of some of aspects of the town, right? That
We did
If you-
save them with Rosaru on us, though.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, most people aren't really religious. But yeah, the Ceruvians, anybody who is a Ceruvian and Eclipsean tend to be at odds.
is there any part of that that's political in this town in Ratkingnaw?
You know, it's with Aramanius being pretty much a pacifist for the most part. It hasn't really come up. Like, it hasn't really been an issue in the town.
Speaking of Aramanius,
Oh,
what would be better of like keeping people off her back than having Aramanius giving the good word that she's okay? And also that we're essentially protecting her and we need her help.
The thing is she still going to want to kill Aramanius? We don't want to leave Aramanius
I think
in
that
charge
ship
of
has
her
sailed.
when, like, I don't know.
It's possible. So.
Like, I definitely don't think leaving Aramanius in charge of her when he's the one she tried to kill. I think,
They've
you know,
been
if-
alone together though.
Well,
Before.
only during a crisis when everyone was about to die. Like,
Yeah.
that can make friends of enemies, but they still go right back to being enemies when the crisis is over.
Well, isn't the reason she wanted to kill him because he was kind of like the cornerstone of the religious aspect of the town, and that she was trying to prove that the gods don't really care about people, and that's kind of like the whole thing. She was trying to like die on that hill, and then actually nobody died because we saved everybody, so then she kind of gave up.
So maybe the gods do care? They sent us?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, she also very much so, as you guys remember, blamed the whole mist situation on the gods.
yeah.
Which we don't know if that's not.
Considering we just repelled the
You don't.
mist, Like I feel like her initial thing wasn't necessarily like a constant desire to kill over a thing, and more of there was a catalyst that kind of pushed her over the edge. But considering all that happened and she showed regret for what she did and all that, I don't think it's gonna be a super huge issue to have her around. I don't think she's just gonna like immediately take someone's life the second she gets the opportunity for something that's passed.
And with that, we will continue this discussion next time as you guys discuss what to do with Hilda, possibly getting some information, doing some preparation for maybe doing a little bit of a longer expedition than normal now that you are immune to the mist and immune to Saru. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flash back to last night when Lute, you get a knock at your door in the middle of the night.
Huh.
And another knock.
What?
On the Do you leave the door unlocked?
Yeah.
The door opens and Hilda kind of half stumbles in, looking like she just escaped from the hospital, and says, "Lute, I need that Saru. Just for a minute." And
For
with that,
what?
we're going to we're gonna end for the night.
God damn it!
She
On
just
a
wants to hit-
cliffhanger.
You wouldn't do that to us. Oh, we got 11 pads.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Sorry we went over a little bit. I was so enthralled with what was going on. But
Some good conversation.
yeah, I love that kind of stuff where everybody's actually talking within the bounds of the, what's going on. Love it. Good planning, discussions, opposing viewpoints. It's perfect. Love it. Anyway, all right, bye stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.